Attending career events can be a game changer for job seekers. Career events provide a unique chance to network with industry professionals, gain valuable insights into open roles, and make lasting impressions on potential employers. Stay tuned to hear more about why attending career events needs to be part of your job search. On today's episode, we're going to be covering career events, everything from virtual to in-person career fairs, networking events, company info sessions, workshops, conferences, hackathons, I'll explain what that is, and job simulations. So we've got a lot to cover today, so let's get the show on the road. So the first thing we're going to talk about is career fairs. And basically a career fair could be online or in person. It's an event where employers are there hoping to connect with a variety of job seekers to fill the roles that they have. Now, career fairs could be very specific industry-based career fairs, such as an engineering, a computer science, data, even a business accounting fair, anything from a social impact fair. You can also go to a career fair for a part-time jobs or internships or summer camp fair. So there's a variety of them. Sometimes local area businesses pull together and have them. Radio stations sometimes have them. Chambers of commerce sometimes have them. So we'll talk a little bit later in this episode about how to find career events. But what do you do at a career fair? I'll walk you through quickly just a couple of things. So you do want to prepare in advance. A couple things you can do. The first thing is you need to polish off your resume. And these days, you're probably used to having just a great electronic resume. But for an in-person career fair, you're going to want to bring paper copies. Now, in the 90s, we had fancy paper with linen and flecks on it, but you don't need to worry about that. Just go ahead and bring a paper copy of your resume. But also, you may want to have your LinkedIn profile that mimics what's on your resume and a business card that has a QR code or a link to your LinkedIn, because then you can just hand them a business card. So be prepared with both if that's possible for you. So the first thing is having a resume. The next thing to prepare is you want to have your elevator pitch. And I've talked about this in previous episodes, but basically an elevator pitch is: where are you now? Where have you been? And where are you going? So that might look something like, again, at a career fair, you'll extend your hand and introduce yourself. I'll do a quick how to shake hands. So this is called, everybody do this with me. This is called the web of your hand, okay? And you want the web of your hand to meet, shake once, let go, okay? That's how you do a proper handshake. You've probably heard a lot of different things. You don't want to touch the elbow. You don't want to pat them on the back. Webs of the hands, shake once, let go. Hi, my name is Laura. And I am, so where am I now? I am currently working as an accounting assistant with XYZ company. Over the past several years, I've just earned my Bachelor of Science degree in accounting, and I'm currently pursuing my Master's of Science in accounting. I've had an internship at XYZ company last summer, and I'm really looking for an opportunity to work full-time, either using my CPA that I'm pursuing or just gain some experience in a particular area. I just did that off the cuff, but you get what I mean. All right? And then, so you saw there where I talked about where am I now, where have I been, and where am I going? Those three things. At a career fair, though, you want to add a fourth piece, which is asking them a question. Can you tell me a little bit more about your organization? Can you tell me a little bit more about the position I saw here as accounting assistant or tax associate, right? So you've done your research ahead of time. That's one thing you want to do. So again, your elevator pitch. Where are you now? Where have you been? Where you're going, and then ask a little bit of a question. Okay? So that's what you want to do to prepare for career fairs. Now, for in-person career fairs, you really want to dress professionally. And what that means is at the very least have some sort of layers, a shirt, a layer could be a blazer, a jacket, a cardigan, and then you just want to make sure that whatever you're wearing on your legs, a skirt, pants, is pressed, looks professional, right? And that you are confident in the way that you look. So you go in there as if you're owning the room. Virtual career fairs are a little bit different in that you can show up, you can look at when employers are going to be, maybe they have open hours that they're going to be there, or maybe you can even set up a time for a 10 or 15-minute just quick conversation. You're going to want to be prepared for those in a little bit different way by having some questions available. I'll do an episode later on virtual and in-person career fairs, but hopefully that'll give you a little bit of information to prepare you. The next thing that I want to talk about for attending career events is company information sessions. So what this means is maybe you've seen signs or you see things on local, maybe ads on Facebook or any social that you're a part of, ads for company information sessions. So for example, they may be having open interviews, or recently we have a government agency that's here in our area, and they will have a career fair, host a career fair at their facility to learn about all the different openings. That would be what I would consider a career fair and a company information session. It's a place where you can go learn about the opportunities and what's available to you. A lot of times these are in person or virtual, but it's a chance for you to ask a lot of great questions, and it's kind of a little bit of a sales pitch for them on why you should come work for them. The next one is workshops and seminars. And what I mean by this is there might be some different organizations that are wanting to hire, but they may be putting on a workshop or a seminar on how to break into the field or what's a typical day like. And so this is a seminar where you could maybe learn, maybe they talk about resume writing, interviewing techniques, personal branding. So they're doing it to give you some information and give you an opportunity then to learn more about what their organization does. So look for workshops and seminars put on by organizations hiring people in your industry. One of my favorite ways to connect with others is through industry conferences. So let's say you are looking for a job in data analytics or data science. So if you're in a metropolitan area, there might be a conference that's coming, or again, a lot of these are virtual and online. So look up professional associations within that industry. Just doing a quick Google search or using your favorite search engine. Again, data analytics conferences or data analytics professional associations, and then go to the page and look for conferences. And if you can, go. Sometimes they have a student or affiliate price point that allows you to go to those. And that's an opportunity for you to not only learn about the industry and hear about trends going on in the industry, what's hot, but also networking with others. They typically have networking times, networking lunches. Often you can listen to their keynote speakers, hear panel discussions. There might be breakout sessions on a number of things. But going to conferences is a really, really great way, not only for you to learn about the career field you're interested in, but also interact and connect with people who might be looking to hire employees in that area. So industry conferences. Just as an aside, once you get your position, I learned so much through my conferences. I've been a member of my professional regional and national association my entire career, and I've made some really great connections and just learned so much about my field to take back to my own position and be more successful in my work. So make sure that before and during your job search, you're getting involved with your professional associations and attending conferences, but definitely once you're in the field. The next thing I'm going to talk about is hackathons or competitions. And these are particularly popular in tech fields. So basically, what they do is they might host a competition or what's called a hackathon, where you're basically in a space, again, could also be online, but you're in a space and you're trying to solve a problem. So a hackathon is really like, let's come up with a hack for solving this problem. And these could be over a weekend, they might be a 24-hour. Maybe in your metropolitan area, they have, regular hackathons. So make sure that you're clued into what those are. But what those allow you to do is, again, come together with like-minded people, solve problems, learn a little bit, and network with others. And maybe Okay, I wanted to show you a little bit about hackathons so you could understand them. I literally just went in and put hackathon. That's all I wrote. And Eventbrite came up, a couple other ones came up. But this just gives you an idea how to HR. So if you're in HR and you want to go to a hackathon, this might be for someone who's really just interested in learning more about HR, but design thinking for HR. So this is a hackathon. This is super cool because I just finished my life design thinking certification that I'll be talking about in a next episode. But this gives you information about it. It's a 1 hour. It's $45. So you might want to look at it to see if it's something that you're that's worth investing in. But this tells you what is an HR hackathon and how you can use it to co-create with your employees. So this might help you more in the work that you're doing. But this could help you learn more about the field, connect with other people, and just be a part of a group learning different things. I'm going to go back to our list. So let's say here is an Innovate X hackathon. This one is just this week and it's free. So what is this? This is an online. So this tells you that this is going to be mostly about people in the tech field. It's free. It looks like it gives you the whole agenda here. It's a 7-hour event, and who's organizing it doesn't give us a lot of information. So I might do a little more research on Innovate X. I'm going to do that right. And that's just a little bit about hackathons. Really, one of my favorite ways for attending career events, and I mean this in the broad scope of just being engaged with your career field, is job simulations. This is a newer kind of opportunity that's sort of emerged. There were probably some before 2020, but really during 2020, these really took off. And so a job simulation is basically an interactive, immersive online experience that gives you an opportunity to preview the tasks and responsibilities associated with a particular job or career field. So basically, you can try out a job by completing a series of tasks that are basically what you would do in the job. So let me talk about a couple things with job simulations, different components. The first one is it gives you realistic tasks. So instead of saying, what would you do? It gives you an actual problem that maybe the organization has had in the past. Maybe they've already solved it, but they give you the problem and give you an opportunity to solve it. So this might include like problem solving exercises, project work, data analysis, or customer interaction. So it's a realistic simulation. The second thing is it gives you guided instructions. What that means is you'll have instructions, you'll get some background, maybe it's a case study, just to help you understand the setup and the context. And this guidance really helps you approach tasks as you would in a real environment. The third piece of it is you get a feedback and assessment. So some of them provide you instant feedback. So you'll learn right away what you could have done differently, what you need to do if you were to do it again. And also, it gives you a chance to learn from your mistakes. So you know how you take those quizzes, and then you go back and you can see where and learn again, and then take it again. It's sort of like that. They also might give you a final assessment or a score at the end. So that can really be helpful too, so that you're learning while you're engaging in the job simulation. Another really cool thing about job simulations is they're industry specific. So, what that means is that the tasks are tailored to your particular career field. So, if I were going to go interview for a job as a career counselor or a career coach, I might be given a scenario and a background about a client, and then given an opportunity to maybe answer some questions about what I would do next. So, you're seeing this a lot with video gaming and AI simulations. So it'll show you what would happen. And then if you did something wrong, you can go back to where you went wrong and choose another option. But this gives you that real world experience. And it might allow you to, even like, let's say you're looking for marketing or graphic design, it may give you a project to do, and then you will get evaluation on that. So most of these simulations are going to be typically conducted online, and so that makes them really accessible wherever you are, and you can do it from the comfort of your own home. And that's what's really great about job simulations. So what is the benefit of doing them is that you gain some practical hands-on experience. Some of the job simulations that I'm going to talk about, you can even get a badge, or you can put that on your resume, in your LinkedIn, so that they know that you've completed a couple of those and learn more about that. It takes some theoretical knowledge that you have and really lets you apply it practically, so you can demonstrate skills. A job simulation can also be used to explore careers. Let's say, you know that you're interested in the field of customer service, but you're not really sure where. So now you can try on and try out different pieces within that, all by doing job simulations, all within customer service, but maybe in different industries or different areas of that. So the exploration lets you make some good, sound career decisions as you're moving forward in your job search. Good job simulations also allow you to gain some skills. So one thing that I talk about a lot in my professional career is the need for more and more people to understand and know how to use Excel. So let's say you think you know how to use Excel, but maybe you do a job simulation that requires to use Excel. Often by using it, you'll learn that as well. So you'll be able to further develop that skill. Maybe you've never had to use a pivot table before because you've never had a reason to, but now you've just completed a job simulation that requires you to use Excel, and now you know how to make a pivot table. I tell you, it's life-changing. Learning how to do a pivot table was one of the best things I ever did, like 10 years ago. Another thing that completing a job simulation allows you to do is have an advanced skill set on your application. So you can reference that experience. You can demonstrate that some job simulations, again, allow you to have a certificate or a completion. You can show those to employers. Also, by doing one, employers can also offer their own job simulations. So there are many companies out there that offer them, and you'll see in the ones that I talk about here in a moment, they offer them their real world at that organization. So if you've completed a job simulation, let's say with Bank of America, and then you apply for a job, you'll be in their system and you can reference that, which gives them further indication of your interest in their organization. It also really gives you confidence, right? So let's say you just kind of feel beat down from your current job and you're thinking, oh, I just need to find a different one. Doing job simulations will remind you of your strengths and all that you have to offer. And that confidence is really going to be important when you're interviewing for positions. So let me talk about what the three main job simulations are. One is Forage. That's the one that I like and use the most. It offers virtual job simulations that are, like I said before, with top companies. So companies offer up simulations. They may be 3 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours, and a variety of industries: finance, law, consulting, technology, anything that you would think of in terms of business. There are some social impact ones that are in there, and there are very many creative ones in there. So Forage is a great place to go. Another one is called Pymetrics, and this is really using neuroscience based games and AI. So this creates simulations that help employers and candidates tap into their soft skills, and they match them with the job roles. And the last one is HireVue, HireVue. I have it here on the screen. It provides video based and game based assessments that simulate job tasks. So, what this does is really looking and evaluating what your skills are and what you bring. So, next up, how do we find career events? And how do we find most things online? Of course, word of mouth, tapping into your networks. But many career fairs and online events are hosted for free, and they're looking to recruit people with your skill set. So just go to your favorite browser, open it up, type in the job title you're looking for, and put career fair near me, or networking event near me, or professional association. So you'll be amazed at the results. You can make the most of these events by compiling a list of employers that interest you and align with what you're seeking, and make sure that you are researching those employers ahead of time so that you can have a good, robust conversation. So, what I want you to do now is just really kind of absorb all this information and think about how you can do one thing this week to engage with employers either through an online or in-person career event. Maybe check out Forage and complete a job simulation. Maybe look at a professional association, see what they've got going on. But whatever you do, I want you to think about the value of connecting, and whatever your level of comfort is, put yourself out there, right? Because good things come to those who put themselves out there. So, in this episode of Authentic Career and Life Design, we tackled step 8, maximizing career events for job seekers. As we conclude today's episode, remember that mastering your job search might require you to step way outside your comfort zone, but I'm here right beside you. Putting yourself out there by attending career events can not only increase your likelihood of landing a job, but it also could increase your chances of landing your dream job. So join us next time on Authentic Career and Life Design as we explore the next essential step in crafting a fulfilling career path. Until then, stay motivated, stay authentic, and keep pursuing your professional dreams. Thanks for tuning in to Authentic Career and Life Design. I don't want you to miss any future episodes. So subscribe wherever you're listening or watching, YouTube, on your favorite podcast. You can also subscribe to my blog at authentic-careers.com or contact me at laura@authentic-careers.com. If you found this episode helpful, leave me a review. And if you want to work with me, start with a free discovery session by heading to authentic-careers.com/discovery. So I look forward to connecting with you next time. Until then, have a great, authentic